And my people from the Limpopo province, I want you to come closer. I want you to come closer when we are busy fighting here and exposing all this criminality. But today, I want you closer, and please, I want you to listen to this first video clip that I'm going to play, because this is very serious for our province. I am talking about South African doctors, South African nurses are resigning as we speak in big numbers. They are tired of being abused by the government. They are tired of being underpaid. There's a video that I wanted to show, but because that video is very long, I am not going to bring it here. But I'm going to do that video also to show you the nurses and the doctors are done with this government. This doctor is telling us in all of in all of the hospitals in the province, there is only one orthopedic. Please hear me out of it. There is only one orthopedic.
This is a serious awareness video. I want to let people know that in Limpopo we're having a pandemic. Doctors and nurses are quitting every month. We're talking about professional nurses. We're talking about specialists. They're quitting every month. Right now, in almost all hospitals, we have orthopedic doctors quitting. We're only left with one orthopod in the whole of Limpopo.
That's the reason, City referred to Operation Dudulla, wire, because we can see if it was not Operation Dudulla, this country would have been over by now.
Why this appeal? We activate our members to go to the street. We are going to schools. We are not going to shy away. We don't want foreign nationals in public schools. We are going to public health facilities. We are clear about that. We are going to make sure that we put South Africans first.
Just to get medication, we'll still have our own South Africans dying, waiting for their cancer treatment. We're going to continue with our operations. That's the reason why we're going to appeal, because when we appeal, it's going to set aside the judgment and we continue until the next set down. Because I don't think South Africans are ready for this. And
we've never stopped anyone going to the clinic. We've enforced the law. Let us get that clear. We've enforced the law in terms of the Criminal Procedure Act and the Immigration Act.
Those farm bosses, they must be arrested. Those Afrikaners, they must be arrested. Those people who are owning those factories, they must be arrested for hiring illegal foreigners in our country when our people are dying of hunger, when our people don't have jobs.
The border management process. We need also to strengthen enforcement. The Immigration Act prohibits anyone from employing illegal foreigners who are not documented. This law prescribes the employment of an illegal, undocumented immigrant as an offense that is punishable through imprisonment or a fine, or both imprisonment or a fine.
The president has failed this country. The Home Affairs has failed this country. The Department of Labor, they have failed this country. I want to ask you, Mr. President, are you xenophobic? Are you a vigilante president, Mr. President? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on so much of this video. Kubaji from South America, Kubaji from North America, Kubaji from Asia, Kubaji from Australia, Kubaji from Europe, Kubaji from Africa, the mother continent, Kubaji from the Caribbean, Kubaji from anywhere around the world. Professor, you bump it to my voice, Professor, you bump it to my face, Professor, you bump it to my YouTube channel. My name is Hlulani, the Tsonga Prince from South Africa, from Zanzibar for sure. You're probably asking yourself, what am I doing here? I'm here to talk about what's happening around my country. I'm here to talk about what's happening around Africa. I'm here to talk about what's happening around the world. But most of all, I am here to come and defend my country from those who think they can come to a country illegally. I will be the first defense force. From those who think they can come and corrupt our country, I will be the first defense force. From those who think they can come and work in our country illegally, I will be the first defense force. From those who think they can come and sell my white powder in our country, I will be the first defense force. More than 77% of you guys are watching my content, but you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel. I don't know what you're waiting for. So kindly hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so every time when I upload my video, you are the first one to get my videos for free. Don't forget to subscribe. It is free. Mahala. You pay nothing. So let's continue to hit that subscribe button so that I can continue to make as many videos as possible. Don't forget also to hit that join button. Become a member. Contribute to the channel so that I can continue to make as many videos as possible. To just less than $2 or less than 30 rand, you can become a member and support the channel. So there's 3 packages there. You can choose any package that you want. So let's join, let's become members, let's support the channel so I can continue to make as many videos as possible. I also want to say thank you to my returning subscriber. I also want to say thank you to my new subscriber. I also want to say thank you to you just subscribing right now, because I know you are hitting that subscribe button. Don't forget, it is free. We are on the road to 50,000 subscribers. So take me to that 50,000 subscribers. I need your support, and I can see the numbers are growing. So let's continue to hit. There's still more than 77% of you guys that you are watching this channel, but you have not subscribed. So I don't know what you're waiting for. Let's continue to hit that subscribe button. Let's continue to share my videos. Let's continue to fight for our country. I've got 3 videos that I want to post. But before I even go there, I also want to say thank you to my returning members and new members that have just joined. I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. But let's get back to the video. There's 3 video clips that I want to show you. And my people from the Limpopo province, I want you to come closer. I want you to come closer when we are busy fighting here and exposing all this criminality. But today, I want you closer, and please, I want you to listen to this first video clip that I'm going to play, because this is very serious for our province. I'm sitting here and asking myself, where is the Minister of Health? Where is the Premier of Limpopo province? Where is the MEC of Health? Where are our leaders? Where are they? Because the video clips that I'm about to show you, many of you are going to be shocked what is going on in our hospitals. As we speak, in all of our hospitals in the Limpopo province, doctors are resigning. Nurses are resigning. I'm talking about professional doctors, not this one who have bought the documents, who have came to our country illegal and fake the documents. I am talking about South African doctors, South African nurses are resigning as we speak in big numbers. They are tired of being abused by the government. They are tired of being underpaid. There's a video that I wanted to show, but because that video is very long, I am not going to bring it here. But I'm going to do that video also to show you the nurses and the doctors are done with this government, are done with these people who are busy pushing illegal foreigners in our hospital. They are being overworked. I don't know how many times I came here to say to you, enough is enough about illegal foreigners who are taking advantage of our country. When Operation Dudulla goes and fight and defend this country, they call Operation Dudulla vigilant. They call Operation Dudulla names. We have heard our president calling Operation Dudulla vigilante groups. We cannot allow this rubbish. And rubbish you must call rubbish, bafethu. Nonsense is nonsense. Kaka ki kaka. Let us be honest. Because this doctor, I saw this video on TikTok. This doctor is telling us in all of in all of the hospitals in the province, there is only one orthopedic. Please hear me out of it. There is only one orthopedic. As far as I know, there were about 11 of them in the whole province. And even 11, Buffett, look at how big it's in Limpopo province. 11 of them. As far as I know, there were about 11. But we are left with one. So South Africa, if we don't continue to fight and defend our health care, we are going to be competing with this illegal foreigner for one orthopedic. in the whole province. And the Minister of Health is doing nothing. The President is doing nothing. And the President, the funny part, is from this province. But he is doing nothing. He's doing literally nothing. There's a video clip that I'm going to also play about him towards the end of this video. Please, Bafet, watch this video from the beginning to the end. Don't skip anything. But Limpopo, tell them, share this video, Bafet. Share this video to the people of Limpopo. Please, share it right now because it is about to go down, Bafet. Let me tell you, if you're involved in an accident, you only have one orthopedic. Don't tell Emarapu. If you break your bone, you might not have a doctor to attend you. If your child break his or her bone, there might not be a doctor to check the patient or to check your child. If you break your ligament, there might not be a doctor because you've got one. Just pray that doctor must not get sick. I don't want to pray for other things. I don't want to think too much. I'm just saying, we pray for this doctor not to get sick. Because if he gets sick and is a person, he needs to rest. How many people? So what I'm warning people about Limpopo is this. Drive safe. We are going towards the festive. We are going towards the holidays. So don't drink and drive. I'm telling you right now, don't drink and drive because if you are involved in an accident, you break your bone. We've got one doctor in the whole province, in all of the hospitals. I wonder which hospital is that. But let me not talk too much. Because some of you will think I'm lying. This government of Ramaphosa, this GNU is useless. The GNU it's part of this nonsense. I know they want to blame everything to the ANC. We must blame the ANC. We want them out. But they're not the only one. We want the DA out. We want the EFF out. We want Uboza out in our government. We don't want to see those people that are destroying our country. But let me not talk too much. Let me play you this video clip. Watch this video clip. You will think I'm lying. Watch it. But Limpopo, come close. Watch this one. It's not me. It's one of the doctors telling us, warning us. But watch this video. You think I'm lying? I am not lying.
This is a serious awareness video. I want to let people know that in Limpopo we're having a pandemic. Doctors and nurses are quitting every month. We're talking about professional nurses. We're talking about specialists. They're quitting every month. Right now, in almost all hospitals, we have orthopedic doctors quitting. We're only left with one orthopod in the whole of Limpopo. So, in this festive season, my dearest people, be careful on how you drive. Protect your kids. They shouldn't be falling from trees. They shouldn't be hit by car accidents because if you break a bone, it's most likely to stay like that. There won't be any ligament repair, any fixing of bones. So people, it's bad. Anyway, please pray for Limpopians, people. We're new.
You thought I was lying. Limpopo, we need a prayer. A serious prayer because the government, there's nothing they can do. They are failures. That's the reason City Affair to Operation Dudulla, wire. Because we can see. If it was not Operation Dudulla, this country would have been over by now. If Operation Dudulla did not start with what they're doing, this country would have been over a long time ago. Look at what's happening at Madlanga Commission. I can guarantee you that the General Untlaza Mkhwanazi, if Operation Dudulla was not in the ground, I promise you, whatever he told us, he might not have told us because he was going to be the only one fighting for the country. And you know what was going to happen? They were going to take him out. But because of Operation Dudulla and voices like us as Petros who are fighting for this country, Untlaza Mkhwanazi, he had the courage to stand there and defend this country. He had the courage because he knows he's not alone. He has the patrols. He had Operation Dudulla. He has the people who are fighting for this country. We have one orthopedic, one in the whole Limpopo, in all of these hospitals. Make it make sense. The government won't tell you this. The president surely will not tell you this. The mainstream media won't tell you this. But I am telling you right now, Batiba Limpopo, take care of yourself. Protect yourself. Stay away from drinking and driving. Stay away from umgruvo. It does not pay. But I don't want to lie to you. Umgruvo does not pay nothing. It takes your money. It takes your money. Only those, let me not even talk about them. Let me not even talk about them. I don't want to talk about those people who are encouraging young girls to be prostitutes. Let me not talk about them. It's not about them. But what I want to warn the people of this province, we've only got one. Dr. Marapu, we've only got one Wafetu. Should anything happen to you, you break your leg, you break your arm, you break your whatever in your body, the chances is that you will not have a doctor. And I'm not trying to make you panic. I am trying to tell you the truth. But when Operation Dudulla fight, we've got the NGOs, the human rights criminals. They are not human rights commissions. They are the human rights criminals. The NGOs, Siri, and these rubbish judges who are being paid to make stupid judgments, to go against the constitution of this country, to go against the people. To go against the people of this country. So South Africa, it's time to wake up. But let me play you. Not long ago, we had that judge, Adams, making that stupid judgment of things that we're fighting right now. And now I'm happy. Watch the last clip. Ramaphosa, what is he saying himself? But let me play you this clip. I want to play you this clip of Operation Dudulla. After the judgment of that judge, who he has been alleged to have been paid to make such judgment. It has been alleged. I'm not saying that is the truth. It has been alleged that judge has been paid. And we are not going to tolerate nonsense. Because not long ago, a different court, the High Court in Durban, it says that matter was not urgent. Operation Dudulla, they can continue with whatever they're doing because they're just enforcing the laws. Operation Dudulla is only enforcing the laws. Operation Dudulla is not stopping anybody in clinics and hospitals. Operation Dudulla, it is enforcing the laws. That the government is supposed to be enforcing those laws. They are failing this country because they're taking bribes. There's a video that I also want to show you, Bafetu, of Operation Dudulla. Not accepting bribe because there was a person trying to bribe Operation Dudulla. Because Operation Dudulla, we're here to work. We're not here to take it to church. He exposed that Indian guy. Or that Pakistan guy. I don't know what he is. But that video is going to come, Leon Abafetu. But let me play you this clip.
Why there's appeal, we activate our members to go to the street. We are going to schools. We are not going to shy away. We don't want foreign nationals in public schools. We are going to public health facilities. We are clear about that. We are going to make sure that we put South Africans first.
Because if we stop, we'll have more kids who will not have schools, who will not be in school classes. We'll have more people without medication. We'll still have our old grannies standing in long queues just to get medication. We'll still have our own South Africans dying, waiting for their cancer treatment. We're going to continue with our operations. That's the reason why we're going to appeal, because when we appeal, it's going to set aside the judgment and we continue until the next set down. Because I don't think South Africans are ready for this. And if they are ready for this, they must tell us. But if they're not, then they must definitely join the struggle. Because the hype out there is that people are tired of the illegality from foreigners.
We've never stopped anyone going to the clinic. We've enforced the law. Let us get that clear. We've enforced the law in terms of the Criminal Procedure Act and the Immigration Act. Section 42 of the Immigration Act. When police came, there was a video that was trending, President, I think in Hillbrow, in Yeovil, where police intercepted. And our members had to enforce the police to arrest the criminals. That's what we've been doing. And unfortunately, we've been misplaced. Our message, because of some haters, because of some haters, deliberately calling us xenophobic nonsense, calling us vigilantes. We are not. It's because our struggle is to ensure mashodu atwariwa. You cannot say criminals are allowed in our country. We are inside the country. You stop criminalizing them and you saying they are legal people and start asking. We don't negotiate with criminals. Nkwanazi has told us where this country is run by criminal syndicates, it's run by drug cartels. Zazokala. We are not done.
We have a syndicate of a group of people that hijack properties. They target child-headed homes. They target, our elders. So this syndicate includes banks, masters of the High Court, deeds office, our judges. These very same judges that are giving us such judgments.
Sure.
Judges, sheriffs, police. And the list goes on. So it's a well-coordinated syndicate. And if you don't know your story, then you will not win. But we are having people that are being evicted from their homes on a daily basis by the same syndicate. We've reported this matter to police, the Minister of Justice, but we're not getting joy. We have become private investigators because we have investigated these matters. We know who the perpetrators are. We've submitted.
South Africa, when are you joining Operation Dudulla? South Africans, when are you joining Operation Dudulla? When are you going to speak against this criminality that is going on in our country? When are you going to stand with Operation Dudulla? When are you going to fight for this country? The musicians, I'm a DJ, actors, community leaders, Duhoshi, Izinduna, I don't see them speaking out against what our country is going through. All of them, they're quiet. They only think about the payment they get wherever they're getting from. They only think of their bags. They don't think about the country. They don't think about the future of their children. They are failing this country. During apartheid time, we knew how much artists, musicians, even footballers, how much they helped this country. Their voices were as much as important as any other politician or as any other fighter for the struggle of this country. But these days, they only sing about alcohol, they only sing about twerking, they only sing about prostitution. The country is dying, but now busy on podcasts talking about beaches, talking about our slave queens. When our country is dying, these people are busy talking about our slave queens, encouraging young girls to be our slave queens. We have seen some women, I'm not saying all women, encouraging young people to be slave queens, to demand money from men. They sleep with these girls and give them money. Even women encouraging their sisters to come back home with money. But I don't want to talk about that. Let's fight for our country. We cannot let this country go down. Mpumalanga, what are you waiting for? Northern Cape, what are you waiting for? Western Cape, what are you waiting for? Northwest, what are you waiting for? Northern Cape, what are you waiting for? Free State, what are you waiting for? Eastern Cape, what are you waiting for? You see the crisis that is about to happen in this province, because actually it's already here. We have a crisis here in this province of Limpopo. Before even it hit your province, maybe it's already the crisis that we have in our healthcare system. That they want us to share one orthopedic with illegal foreigners in this country. Ramaphosa is saying nothing. The Minister of Health, he's saying nothing about this matter. Enough is enough about this corruption, about this nonsense. South Africa, we must fight for our country. Limpopo, are we going to sit and watch and let our province get destroyed? Are we going to sit and allow our province to get destroyed? I'm telling you right now, remember me, remember this video, share this video of it. You're going to say, I told you so. But let me play you this video of Ramaphosa. Because of the next election that are coming up and because of this G20, now he's sounding like he's a member of Operation Dudulla. We have been telling him, if you are listening to him, you would think he is a member of Operation Dudulla. You would think he's no more the member of the ANC. You would think he has come to his senses to say enough is enough. Since he became the president of this country, he has never spoke like this. We have been calling for him to fix our country, to kick out all these illegal foreigners. And these employers who are employing illegal foreigners to be arrested. Those farm bosses, they must be arrested. Those Afrikaners, they must be arrested. Those people who are owning those factories, they must be arrested for hiring illegal foreigners in our country when our people are dying of hunger, when our people don't have jobs. Enough, it's enough. But let me play you a video clip of Ramaphosa. We know we can't trust him. We know he's saying this because there's new elections. There's elections next year. That's why he's saying what he's saying. But let me play you this. Guys, there's music coming outside. Let's hope it doesn't interrupt with my video. Yo.
The border management process. We need also to strengthen enforcement. The Immigration Act prohibits anyone from employing illegal foreigners who are not documented. This law prescribes the employment of an illegal, undocumented immigrant as an offense that is punishable through imprisonment or a fine, or both imprisonment or a fine. And the Labor Relations Act and the Basic Conditions of Employment Act does protect foreign nationals who are certificated and documented. But we must now state it very clearly. I want to state it very clearly that employers who continue to employ people who are not documented are committing an offense. And we are going to make sure that those employers stop what they are doing, because South Africans are most unhappy. And they have a sense that the jobs that they should be performing are being taken from them by those who are not documented, but particularly by those employers who practice the acts such as employing people from other countries undocumented because they are cheap labor. So they are committing an offense, and I call on employers, they must stop employing people who are not properly documented. And this is not xenophobic on our side. We welcome, and we've always welcomed workers from other countries who are certificated, who are documented. And we should also know that South Africans, even as they go to other countries, they can't just walk into a country and say, I want a job without being documented or certificated. Other countries require those who work in their countries to be documented. So we require exactly the same thing here. So employers must be warned that if they continue with this practice, it is an offense, they can be fined, and they can be put in prison. So clear warning to all employers. We must follow what the law prescribes in this regard. The Department of Labor has presented an Employment Services Amendments Bill that is to introduce quotas, as it were. Now, the department has, together with Home Affairs, been conducting a number of inspections, and they have been making great success. The operations that are being conducted by Deputy Minister Jomo Sibiya and other multidisciplinary colleagues are having fruit, but we want employers to make sure that they do not employ undocumented people. They must make sure that they stick by the terms of our law. And this is what will ensure that we create more employment for our people, we create more economic opportunities, and so that South Africans must not have a sense that their jobs are being taken away by people who are not documented. However, we do welcome people who are documented. They can always come and work in our country because we need their skills, we need their know-how. We also need the investment that they bring into our country. And this is the very progressive process that we should all embark upon moving forward. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
I don't know, Ramaphosa, did he start taking his medication in time? Because we have been calling for this man to call out these illegal foreigners who are taking jobs for our South African people, to be arrested, to be deported. We have been calling for him to call on these people who are employing them that they are breaking the law and they should be arrested. You, if you know that you have employed an illegal foreigner at your factories, your farms, I'm letting you know today, you are a criminal yourself. You must be arrested and you must be fined. You are a criminal. If you have employed these illegal foreigners in our country, you are a criminal yourself. You are a criminal. We're tired of you. You are a criminal and you must be arrested. But Faith, I don't want to make this video very long, but we cannot allow this. Okay, my camera is about to shut down. Let me do something here. Sorry about that, Faith. My camera was about to shut down. But what I'm trying to say is this. The president has failed this country. The Home Affairs has failed this country. The Department of Labor, they have failed this country. The police have failed this country. Big time. Because they're supposed to be arresting these criminals. The police, Home Affairs, Department of Labor, the president, the EFF, the DA, have failed this country. We are where we are today because of these people. We simply saying enough is enough. We are tired. They must leave now. And we are calling for the law enforcement to go arrest anybody who has employed illegal foreigners in our country. We are calling for the law enforcement. We have been preaching for a very long time. These people must leave our country. We have been preaching that they must leave. And this president, he's been calling us vigilante groups. He's been calling us names. He's been calling us, we're xenophobic. Mr. President, I want to ask you a question now, because it seems like you have joined us now. Are you a xenophobic president? When are you a xenophobic president? Because this is what Operation Dudulla has been doing, enforcing the laws. I want to ask you, Mr. President, are you xenophobic? Are you a vigilante president, Mr. President? We want to know, because you seems like now you have taken your medication. You seem like you're coming back to track. But we know it is because of the elections. So South Africans, don't be fooled by this president. He does not mean what he's saying. He does not want to say what he's saying. He's been forced to say whatever he's saying. He does not believe in whatever he's saying. We know that. He does not believe. How many times has he called Operation Dudulla vigilante groups? How many times have he called? Now he cannot call out these people saying that we are not xenophobic. Why are you mentioning that we are not xenophobic? Why don't you just call them out and say, this is South Africa. We are not going to tolerate illegal forests. Don't even give example of what other countries are doing. This is our country. Let me not make this video very long. Let me cut this video here. But this is the situation in South Africa. Don't forget what Limpopo. And not only Limpopo, the whole South Africa. Take care of yourself. You can see we don't have enough doctors. Wherever you are around South Africa, please take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. We can see we are fighting. We're fighting with illegal foreigners. We are competing with illegal foreigners in our hospitals for doctors that we don't even have enough in our country. Because of the failure of this GNU and this ANC and this DA and this EFF and this Boza. My name is Hlulani, the Tsonga priest from South Africa. I'll see you on my next video. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, please hit that subscribe button. I need your support. I need your support. I've got more than almost 24,000 subscribers. Not even 1% of you guys, you are members. Please join, become a member, support the channel. Just less than $2, less than $3, you can become a member. Let's support the channel. Let's continue to fight for our country. Let's continue to expose this criminality that is going on in our country. We are not going to keep quiet. We continue to fight until we win this country, until we fix our country. I'll see you on my next video. Sharp, sharp. I love you, South Africa.